Coming up on Coastin Thru Europe.
Our final park of Coastin Thru Europe is done. We finished. Our first ride on Gold Rush was really fun. Knew nothing about this going in, so I was like, wait, what?
My brain is not computing. It's like, huh, gotcha.
Our biggest spite of the whole trip would be on the very last day. The wave is closed.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Have you seen this person?
Uh-oh. I think I gotta go, dude.
You know how I love a room with a view. Oh man, look at that. Absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, there's more of them. The inside of the Drayton Manor Hotel is actually pretty nice. Look at all this. Outside you can see some seating areas. Not a bad little hotel there at all. I mean, it's not like themed like some of the other hotels we've been at. They have some themed rooms, but you know, it's still nice, pleasant stay. Air conditioning, which was a big win for us.
Breakfast, always love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we can see a very closed wave right in front of us.
Yes, that's the first bad news of today's video, which is that Shockwave, now the Wave, with sit-down trains, would be our first time experiencing it, is closed.
I don't know why though. We just started to be closed all day. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Well, we got Nemesis yesterday, so if this is the biggest thing we missed on the trip, it's okay.
I think that would be, yeah. Our biggest spite of the whole trip would be on the very last day. Go figure. But, I mean, between that and Gold Rush, I'd much rather Gold Rush be the one that's open.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I think this is it right here.
As we're walking in, we get our first look at the brand new Intamin family coaster. There's one of the last turns, and you can see it's still very, very new. They still have a bunch of dirt and stuff they've been moving around. Here's, I'm guessing, the maintenance shed and more of the track over there. I do not know much about this ride at all.
I have gone on in kind of completely blind, which I think is a good thing. The only thing I've heard is you guys talking about the fact that there's like 2 different settings.
Yeah, but I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what that entails, but I guess we'll find out. Also, I wore this on purpose because it's Gold Rush, and what do you find at the end of the rainbow?
Gold. And of course, one of the best perks with staying on site, we just walk to the front entrance. Right here, you can see the line of cars going in, and we're bypassing all that. Front entrance is right up here.
All right, this one is for all of our Ohio friends.
I heart Dayton. Hey. Welcome in to Drayton Manor. We're in the Viking section on our way over to Gold Rush.
It's like crazy that we're back already.
I know.
I didn't really know that the new coaster was going to be that notable. Like I was thinking it was gonna be like a kids coaster or something. Like I don't think I realized that it was gonna be this complicated Intamin coaster. So
yeah,
I feel like if I had known that, I would have anticipated coming back more. But I
Sure.
didn't. So I'm like, oh, pleasant surprise.
Yeah, not too bad at all. Although I will say, because the wave is closed, I do think this will be probably a shorter visit than maybe we anticipated otherwise.
Which is fine. I think we're gonna go check out Oxford afterward.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see it over there.
Well, sure. I mean, that was like the place to inspire like all of the Harry Potter settings with like Hogwarts Castle.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of brilliant human beings there too at Oxford.
Very true, very true. There goes Accelerator. That is the family Vekoma boomerang here. I believe actually the first one used to be called Ben 10. And I think now with Gold Rush, they're actually like loosely now tying this in with that like themed area. I don't know, guess we'll find out if that works or not. Directly behind Accelerator, you can see the station for Gold Rush, this big old barn structure. That definitely did not used to be there. That's so interesting to see. Welcome to Frontier Falls. We got haunting, blasting barrels, sheriff showdown, some dynamite.
Wow, this looks a lot nicer than it did before.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I remember, well, obviously the construction walls were up, which added to the not looking the best. But it also didn't have like a cohesive feel, and now everything has this kind of, I guess, gold,
Yeah.
like kind of facade going on. It looks really good.
Yeah, it does. And interestingly enough, they have the rights to play Looney Tunes 4D. That's very, very cool.
Also, the accelerator sign, way better now.
Yeah, look at this.
It looks so much nicer.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to tie it in with this area. We see Undertaker Souvenir Shop directly ahead. There's one of the trains for Gold Rush sitting out on the brake run. Yeah, that's a pretty big station building, honestly.
Hopefully it opens soon.
Yeah, we're gonna go and see what the deal is, because that's the reason we came here. And sure enough, right as we're walking up, people are going in. It is open. Let's do this.
Hey.
That was convenient. Of course, we got Harry and his mom here with us. And you guys got here a little bit before us, but you did not ride,
We
right?
did not ride
No.
because they were having troubles with the air gates in the station.
That's what they said, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's the air gates, not the complicated
I
Intamin
know.
coaster.
Yeah.
That's nice looking.
All this track profiling looks so awesome. There's some
Yeah,
really awesome looking maneuvers, I'm not gonna lie.
definitely. There are supports for this ride that literally go through the powered coaster, like one column on each side.
I love it.
That is
It's,
creative
it's
placement.
giving Lisaberg. You're just there and everything crosses over each other.
True.
I love it.
Look at that right there. We have a gravestone for Apocalypse. That was their old drop tower that used to occupy part of this land. Gone, but not forgotten.
Well, that was a surprise.
Yeah, so before it even cycled, I noticed that there was a switch track right here at the base of the lift. So I was like, so it has to go up the lift twice. I was like, oh, it's probably just like 2 laps around. And then I see the train going backwards.
I did not
Start the
know it
lift,
went backwards.
It goes up the lift backwards, and then it releases you to go through it again. I'm like, wait, what?
My brain is not computing, but I'll probably understand it better once we ride, or maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah, that was really cool. Again, knew nothing about this going in, so I was like, wow. So a lot of people are sitting down because they've sent some test trains and then they stopped. And now all is quiet. They said maintenance is on the way to come take a look at it. Well, they've advised everyone to go to another attraction because they said it's a technical stoppage and they think that it's in our best interest to come back later. Not great. We've moved up quite a bit in line, but only because everyone keeps leaving.
I know. But hey, in theory, when it opens up, we'll be at the front.
True. Well, we'll see. I don't know, again, we'll see how long this takes.
I don't know, but they keep saying you should go somewhere else. And we are not listening. We're like,
Yeah.
we're going to wait it out.
But that usually is not a good sign when they're saying that. Well, looky here. We're in the station. It opened up. Actually, not too long after they made that announcement of we should go somewhere else.
Yeah, that was a good call not to leave.
I
That
know.
was good.
I was thinking it's going to open soon. It was only air gate trouble.
You were right.
It worked out. So, here we are in the station. I love all the barrels over here, telling you the way out. Got themed cubbies to put all your loose items, and then as the exit, which is being very cleverly listed as way out. Our first ride on Gold Rush was really fun. That was a fun little ride.
I really liked it a lot. I think it's like such a great family coaster because, I feel like I probably say this about a lot of them, because nowadays I feel that family coasters are just overall improving. But they're more dynamic now. They're like, okay, let's introduce kids to different ways of moving through a track without it being super forceful. So like, we can take you backward without it being super forceful. We can launch you without it being super forceful, and kind of, it's like a perfect in between, right?
Yeah,
to getting
yeah.
up to something bigger.
Yeah, for sure. This honestly reminded me of a Gerstlauer family coaster because we love rides like
Big time.
Pegasus and the one at Bellwater. What's that called?
Wakala.
Wakala. Yeah. So this feels like Intamin's take on that kind of attraction.
Yeah.
Which I really like. I like the use of switch tracks. I like the different variation and movement. The backward section was a lot of fun. It's a good time. Honestly, props to Drayton too for going with something like this.
Yeah, the one thing that I had heard from people that I definitely don't agree with though is I heard people say it was kind of like a mini Hagrid's. I definitely don't think it feels like that. But it's definitely not as like forceful. Like
Yeah.
It's definitely more tame. than
No,
that.
I would definitely compare it to a Gerstlauer family, like a Fire Chaser Express, something like that.
Totally.
And here it is, our new white whale. It's the Wave, formerly Shockwave. They added some signs, at least it looks nice.
It looks really nice. I think they probably should have given it a fresh coat of paint though.
I would have loved to have seen a repaint, definitely.
Same color, would have been fine. Just,
Right.
It's looking a little dirty.
Yeah, I agree. If you're gonna do a full rebranding and like new trains, then you should go all out. But it seemed like they were a little preoccupied with Gold Rush, so who knows? Maybe it's still on the way. But I like the decor they put up. Look at all the surfboards over there. This new entrance. It works. Shame we won't be riding it. So we rode Gold Rush a couple more times, and one of which was on setting 2. And that was pretty interesting. We should talk about that.
Yeah, so this one's a little different in that you don't actually go all the way over the lift hill. You don't hit the drop. You get to the top and you stop there. And your face was so funny.
I didn't understand what setting 2 even was. I
Yeah.
had no idea what was about to happen.
Yes. So you get up there and then you roll backwards. So your backward section is the start of the ride rather than the halfway point of the ride, which was interesting. I liked it though.
Yeah, it means that the biggest drop you take going backwards instead of partway through the ride when you go up the lift hill and then you release going forwards, like in the style of a Vekoma Family Boomerang.
Yes.
So that was actually really, really cool. I feel like the backwards section had way more speed to it then.
It did, yeah. I feel like that was probably the more like aggressive cycle, if we want to use that word. I think that if you were a little more timid about coasters, the first one would be a bit better to like ease you into it, because you go backward halfway through it and you've already kind of experienced the beginning and gotten a little more acclimated. This one's like pretty much right off the bat. It's like, huh, gotcha.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But I thought it was good. I really enjoyed this ride. It's
I know.
really, really cool.
It's really, really cool. Like it's not like the most thrilling thing. Like it doesn't go super duper fast or anything. Like, but the backward section has more speed to it than any other part of the ride, which is really cool.
The backwards section is definitely
or maybe
the best
my
part.
mind thinks that it is.
No, but it is. The backwards section is by far the best part of this ride.
Yes. From a family coaster perspective, top tier, top notch. It's fantastic.
Check out the inside of this restaurant. Wow. It's like Rainforest Cafe in here. Look, we're eating behind this giant head. There's a man's giant lips behind you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this pizza we ordered. Chicken, onions, peppers.
It looks really good. It's really hot though, and I really want to eat it. It's making me really sad.
I mean, these are like good problems to have though.
Yeah, no, it is. I want it now.
Update, it cooled down and it was really good. Honestly, one of the best pizzas I've had in the UK.
Okay. I don't remember what we had last time here.
Last time we got burgers with Harry at like a place, and I remember it being very, very like bland and not memorable. But I feel like
this is good.
This place is memorable, and like the atmosphere is like so good. After a really, really good meal, we're heading into the zoo because this was a part of the park that we actually didn't really get to see last time. So let's see what animals we can find.
Hey, you're so cute.
So we have been through here. Just
Yeah.
completely after seeing the dinosaurs and everything, I'm like, nope, I remember this.
You're like, yeah, we definitely did do it. But hey, you know what? It's always fun to do it again.
It is.
It's okay.
I will say there's nowhere near as many animals to see here as some other parks that have wildlife. Like there's
That's all right.
most of them are in like cages, and then some of them there are large cages, but it also means that you can't often see what's in there. So there's a lot of
They're
cages that we're walking by, and it's like
chilling.
I can't see anything in there.
You know what? Maybe they don't want to be seen right now. They just want to go and take a nap and not be bothered, and that's fine.
They do have a reptile house though, and this we definitely did not see last time.
Do you guys need a sheriff at all?
We can do it for you.
No, you don't need a sheriff.
We can do that.
Do you need a sheriff's hat?
I got sheriff hat.
Do you need a sheriff's badge?
I got badge.
Do you need sheriff's shoes?
I got sheriff shoes.
What do you guys got in here?
Well, what haven't we got?
Try this one. We got one of these for
You want to try that on?
Oh,
Look at this.
Howdy, just a
Oh,
second
that's
there,
pretty
guys.
good.
Here shortly, don't worry.
That's it. Hold that for us.
No horsey.
That's Snowball.
love it.
Very good. Have you seen this person?
Have I seen? Uh-oh. I think I gotta go, dude.
I'm just saying. I don't want
I'll let you know.
Absolutely.
All right, see ya.
Hat back.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Come on, you get out of here.
We got one last ride there on Gold Rush. This was back the original cycle that we had the first time around, where we went backwards partway through. It's just a really solid ride. It's a fantastic fit for this park.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they're going the family-friendly direction, like, if that's their future and they're not really looking to invest in high thrill, then having a collection of, like, unique family rides that's what you want to have, right? They're really rounding out, like, a very kid-friendly, family-friendly lineup, and I think it's really cool.
I agree, and you know, for all you thrill seekers out there, I really feel like this is a ride that you'll be able to enjoy still. You know, to recognize that you're not necessarily the target demographic, but you can still absolutely get enjoyment out of it. Because again, it's like hints and tastes of those elements that you know and love, but on a smaller level, and it's still really just done well.
I think if I were them, the next move I would make would be some kind of family spinning coaster.
Oh, okay.
I think that would be my next move.
Yeah, I think when we had talked about what would be good at Drayton, originally I had said like a straddle or like motorbike style coaster.
That would also work.
Which is still not a bad option. But now that they have like a forwards, backwards, tamer launch coaster, I do think there's probably other directions they could go for what's next. All right, Harry, how did you like Gold Rush?
I did like Gold Rush. It's probably the best family coaster in the UK. I think 13 has better elements than Gold Rush, but Gold Rush is more consistent in terms of from start to finish. It has
very
better
fair.
elements throughout the entire ride.
Yeah, that's good. Julie, how'd you like it?
I liked it. I like the bit where you go into the station and all the smoke and you go backwards. I love that.
Yeah,
That was really cool.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
David, you got your first ride on Gold Rush. How'd you like
Yeah,
it?
it was great. It's a really good fit to this park. I think you just said it, it's what they needed. Apocalypse or Gold Rush? I'd say Gold Rush.
All right.
I love the surprises on it, no spoilers. But it was.
all the spoilers have been made already.
Yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, no, great ride. Loved it. Just what this park needs.
So if you're walking around this like Viking area, which is a really nice area and it's relatively new, nothing is running except the powered coaster. There's like the Nebulos is not running, the Disco's not running. The restaurant isn't open. I'm like, this is so weird. I wonder why.
Really quiet. And like, this is the entry area for a lot of people. We're currently on our way out, and this is what it looked like when we were coming in. Just no one in here, which is a shame. So we're now here outside of Drayton Manor, which means our final park of Coastin Thru Europe is done. We finished.
Oh no. It's okay. It was a good ending point.
It
felt
was.
like we really came full circle. It was
Yeah.
originally on the agenda, and then it wasn't going to be open, so then we removed it from the agenda, and then it opened, and we missed Nemesis, and we came back for Nemesis, and then we did this, and now we're going home.
Yeah, no, it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. So we're back at the Drayton Manor Hotel. We're going to go pick up our stuff and then start the hour-and-a-half drive down to Oxford, which will be our halfway point on our way to the Gatwick airport we're going to fly out of. But we're going to show you a little bit of Oxford because that should actually be pretty cool. Like, I know that a lot of it inspired like scenes from Harry Potter with like Hogwarts Castle. Yeah.
I want to go. I'm very excited.
It should be cool. So yeah, we'll show you a bit of that and then end things out.
This looks like we just got off of Forbidden Journey.
Yeah,
And
literally.
this is the gift shop.
I mean, they were not subtle at all about this place being inspiration for Harry Potter. Look, they literally have models from everything.
I'm like more inclined to, oh, those are cool. I'm more inclined to buy Harry Potter merch from here than at Universal.
Yeah, but you'd be walking around Universal in it, and they think you just got in one of their gift shops. Like, they wouldn't know. The streets here are popping. Look, there's another Wizards Emporium. They are all over the place. There's a lot of people here. Whoa, look at this. Wow, yeah, the architecture here is starting to get really, really cool. So apparently, the national dish of England is Indian food. So, I got it.
Yeah.
Chicken tikka masala.
Chicken tikka masala.
What is it?
Adopted national dish of the UK.
You gotta
Okay.
explain what it is, because some people might not know.
So it's a curry with masala sauce, chicken, marinated with pilau rice, and we have a poppadom, samoita.
Papadon.
That's what it's called. A poppadom.
Better ingredients, better pizza, papadon.
I like that. Yeah, I get handed this thing, and I'm like, what do I do with that? Funny.
Okay, so for all of our Brit friends that have been following along with these and found out that we do in fact like Colin the Caterpillar, Harry and his family got this for, not for us, but for the dog. Wait, I gotta find the sweet spot.
That is so ridiculous.
Do you guys like Colin the Caterpillar?
Yes, absolutely.
Isn't he so cute?
Yeah. That's a very British thing.
This place is stunning. Like, you can clearly see the influence that the people at Harry Potter and Warner Brothers had when they were like creating those films. Like, some of the buildings here are just amazing.
Yeah, I think this is probably my favorite like city or town or anything that I've visited in England.
Because we've done Bath, and there's a lot of similarities to that. Really, really cool.
What did you think, Colin?
Okay, we put him away.
He liked
Stop.
it.
All the universities that are around here are like so cool. Yeah, this was a great last stop. I'm really glad that we managed to incorporate this. Okay. No. So here we are, we've made it to our hotel right here by Gatwick Airport. Tomorrow morning we are flying back to Orlando. And that concludes Coastin Thru Europe Season 3. What a trip!
I know. It's like, I think about the stuff we did towards the beginning and it feels like a lifetime ago. Like, it's insane. And I know it's only been like a few weeks, but I feel like a few weeks when you're going every day from like waking up like 7 or 8 in the morning and getting back at like after midnight every night and like not really stopping. So much happens in that time period that you do more in that 3 weeks than like what most people would do in 3 weeks. It's like you've lived like double that amount of time almost.
Yeah. I think about some of the days where we did like multiple activities in one day, and I have to remind myself
Like
that
every
like
day?
some of those things were done in like one day, and that's wild. And just on this trip alone, we went to Ireland, we went to England, we went to Switzerland, we went to Germany, Sweden, back to England, and multiple stops in all those locations.
Yeah.
That's insane. We were in Germany for over a week, Switzerland for about a week.
I thought this was a really good trip too because it felt very balanced. Like we did a lot of parks, but we also did a lot of like cities and towns. We did a lot of sightseeing. We like hiked in the mountains. We went to a concert. We did all of these different things that like when you put it all together, it felt like very well-rounded.
Yeah, we had a lot of really, really good experiences, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed the videos as these have been coming out, because as you can see, we did a lot of attractions that were really, really cool. Oh my gosh, I forgot Austria. We went to Austria for a day. That was a country. That was a thing.
Well, yeah, and there was like some like changes of plans along the way. Like going to Austria was not in the plans. I mean, you saw the announcement. That was genuinely our plan from the beginning. Coming back to the UK, not in the plans at all. And
Yeah.
that's the thing with these trips when they're long, and like if you have a flexible schedule, like things are going to change along the way. It's inevitable.
Yeah, and I also really like how we covered a mix of parks. There were some that were like huge, big names, like Europa Park, Liseberg, Alton Towers. But then we did some like lesser known places like Fantasiana, Skara Summerland, Bayern Park. Yeah, some places that like some of you watching this might not have ever even heard of, because like, you know, they kind of fly under the radar sometimes.
When
But
there's so many parks out there, it's like you can't know all of them. You know,
Yeah.
there's things that you're gonna learn about along the way.
sure, but each of them had something interesting or unique to offer. And
Yeah,
so
there's
I-
nothing that I'm like, there's none of them that I was like, oh, I wish we hadn't gone there. Like, I
Yeah.
could have skipped that.
I feel like we had really good experiences at all of them, and you know, looking back on it, I feel like things overall went pretty smooth. Like the biggest hiccup really was just towards the beginning when Nemesis didn't open, but we
Solved that pretty quickly.
we fixed that problem. So
We actually decided pretty much immediately that that was what we were gonna do. Like Harry and his family they were automatically like, hey, if you guys come back, like we will take you back to Alton Towers. So that was pretty much decided right after the fact.
well, and the main reason also I would say is because we knew we were gonna fly out of London, and so like that, you know, it's in the same country, so that was
it's
pretty
only
much
like 4 hours away.
Oh yeah, no big deal. But
fine.
I feel like that ended up really working out, especially with like what we did today with Gold Rush. Like, if Nemesis had been open the first time around, I don't know that we would have come back just to do Drayton's new coaster. Looking back on it, I'm like, man, I'm glad Nemesis wasn't open. We hope that you guys enjoyed the series as much as we did, because yeah, this was a really good time. I feel like we created some amazing memories that we're gonna love looking back on.
It's always so weird, like wrapping these up, because I try to think back on everything. I'm like, are these videos gonna be good? Did we get enough interesting stuff? Like, what's it gonna be like? And then putting it all together and like reliving everything, and it's like, damn, that was awesome.
I love making these videos because then we get to relive the memories as we're editing them and then releasing with you guys, and reading all the comments and everything. It's like we're reliving those memories, and that's really, really cool.
And then you guys kind of get to come along like with us by seeing everything. It's really awesome. This series wasn't meant to be like a continuous thing. Originally it was like, we'll do this one thing with our first big trip together to Europe, and then from there we'll just do vlogs like normal, whatever. And like, I think the feedback from all of you guys is the reason that this keeps going, and hearing how many people watch these like religiously to plan trips out. I think that's the coolest thing ever. That like, it's become kind of like this travel guide.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love that. And we take it very seriously. Like, we're having a ton of fun, but we're also like, we really want to give the best information that we can.
Yeah, we want to provide tips. We want to let you guys know sometimes about like costs for stuff, like how we got there with transit, with hotels. That's why we like showing you where we're staying, talking about the distances between locations, like all this stuff to help you guys. Because we sometimes meet people and talk to them. They're like, we like followed a similar itinerary, or we did this because we saw you guys cover it. And I think that is really, really cool. I love that we're the guinea pigs.
It's like, we'll test it out. We'll have the rough experience to get it all figured out.
No, but I mean, like, cause like sometimes we hear stuff too. Like we're watching travel guides. We're watching other people like have experiences, do coverage and stuff. And like all that helps us too. So like it's just a continuous cycle.
It is.
I was talking to some people and they're like, "Do you miss the U.S.?" And I was like in some ways, but like I just have such a good time like being here in Europe. I think that's why we keep going back. Like it's so many incredible experiences. I love seeing the cultures. I love meeting the people, going to the parks. It's just so cool, and it's just so different from the U.S. And so like
already started planning for next year. Just saying. Guys.
Yeah, literally, like,
it's not over.
Like we always try to appreciate what is out there while we're here, because and not take it for granted either, because we know that not everyone has this luxury. So we're very, very grateful that we have these opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really cool. So anyways, we hope that you guys enjoyed this video series. If you missed any episodes, there is a playlist available where you can watch them all in order of when they came out. Go back and check them out if there's some that you think interest you.
Yeah, and there's some bonus videos on the Patreon as well for like things that maybe were not on the days of our park visits where they didn't get included in the series.
Yeah, some bonus videos. Yeah, there's some fun stuff. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.